What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's Sage, your host, formerly known as Golden Baby, and you guys already know why I'm here. Baddies East just premiered last Sunday, and I'm here to review it. Now, I already know I'm about to cut up in my reviews for this season because it is definitely a cackle, a key. So let's go ahead and get into the first episode. So Zeus opens up with talking about what happened last season. We were there, so moving along. I already see the editing and the screen, the way it looks a little bit more put together. Like, it looks a little bit more like they try to do a little something different. We got a Bad Girls Club style opening fight. I just knew ROLIE and Suki were going to get into it because them two, those super big personalities and strong personalities, like, I just knew. But who is this? And why did MARIAHLY use her wig as a swing to jump in the lake? And right now, I'm confused with the intro montage because is baby having a seizure over here? And is this who I think it is? So now we have more theatrics with the Nicki Minaj of reality TV. Y'all remember when she gave herself that title on that interview? Then months later, Nicki gave her chin a diss and a shout out all in one. You know what, Natalie girl? That's actually iconic, so I'll let you have that. But this is not the promo shoot for Pink Friday 2. We already got your Latina Zeus sister going on tour up and down the network. We don't need this Miss Carter remake. So can you please just go up the elevator? So we already knew we were going to have Natalie, as we are always going to have. There's no way we're ever going to be able to escape this woman. But we do have a couple of girls from previous seasons returning for this season. And first up is Miss Rolander. Some of y'all really don't like when I give this girl compliments. I don't know why, but she dresses up nice in my opinion. So ROLIE says she just had surgery recently, which we already know about if you've been on my channel. I covered that story, and if you have not seen that video, pause this video and go watch that right now. It's one of my more serious videos. It's lots of information and it's worth a watch. But ROLIE said she's pulling up as Gia instead of ROLIE this season because she wants to be a little bit more playful, and she's going to let the new girls prove themselves because she has nothing to prove, and I know that's right. Then we have a 7-month or so pregnant Krishan, and I gotta be honest with y'all, I have really unsubscribed from all things Krishan, Blueface, and Jaden baby mama. I don't follow blogs. I don't follow these people individually. I don't go out my way to see what they have going on. I don't watch the Crazy in Love show. And of the entire cast, I feel like there are about 4 people who probably should not have been casted, but I will leave that for the end of the video. Next up, we have Sunna Girl. We know she won't be there for long, but she looks cute. If y'all watched my reviews from last season, I said some of her looks weren't coming together in the best way, and so it kind of gave tacky. I don't know if it was Zeus's production, the lighting, or what it was, but right now she's nailing her aesthetic, and the production has seemed to improve a little bit, so that helps. Scotty, I don't like this hair. I don't like it at all. The ass need to go back in the chair. Scotty says she's an East Coast baby, but I thought she was from the South. So is North Carolina considered Southeast? I'm being so serious. Scotty says she has something to prove every single time, and see, that's where you messing up. I'm surprised Roller and Stunner are sitting this close with no fight. Okay, growth. Krishan starts calling Natalie out about how she's getting into it with everybody, especially Scotty, and Natalie says she can put her toe beans on Scotty because that's her best friend. Scotty, if you don't snatch Ronnie's wig off that girl's head expeditiously, we're rooting for you. Like, we're all rooting for you. So now it's time to look at the new girls, and I'm already exhausted, but let's run through them real quick. So we have Sky Days from Black Ink Crew, the one that used to do all that yelling. I hope she got all that out her system this go around. She says that she got a man and he didn't put a ring on her finger, so maybe she's a little more calm. Then we have Whoa Vicky, a bad baby 2.0 turned into young Christian white woman. Hi, my name is T and you're watching Baddies East. Camila from BGC 8, hurrah, I guess. Camila is there to beef with Natalie, that's it and that's all, let's be real. Saya adding something new, which could be a bad thing because look at how they already calling her something she don't want to be called. MARIAHLY, maybe the lights in the studio were hot. Maybe, you know, it was just a little too warm. But if that's gonna do you like that, then next time we need full body application. Let's just take it down to the nips, or maybe let's just get the right tone. Like, it's no hate because I think she's cute, but I'm not happy about this makeup look here. Like, it didn't do nothing for her. SMILEY, apparently she's the one who snatched Mariah's chain and got into a fight with Mariah's sister at the auditions. But why is ROLIE a part of her reel? Like, I know Zeus ain't moving that sloppy. I just gave y'all props. Oh, this is too many people. Ahna, hooray, girl. Why are your high school photos a part of your introduction? But maybe it's college, Sage. Maybe it's college, and maybe I should be praising her for her education being a part of her intro instead. Yeah. Apparently, there's already beef between Ahna and Scotty, and then Ahna and Krishan over some Instagram comments. I guess they're always fighting over nothing. And Jesus, we're still not done with the new girls. We now have Tasiki, Krishan's sister. She's here. Now, I actually think I'm gonna like her, but I'm just tired. It's already like 30 people on this show. And then we getting replacements on down the line. Mama got her hands full. Look at Krishan mad because she can't take a shot. Girl, you were taking shots of something else. You cannot be mad. So we get this small shot of DJ Sky, and I just realized that she was being promoted as being on the show in the same way she was last season, but she didn't get an introduction. The embarrassment continues. Then we cut to this random clip of Natalie versus Krishan's family. Krishan said that her family had only come up to check on Krishan and Latifah, BKA Tasiki, to make sure they were having a good time. But Natalie claims that she came downstairs at the hotel and the family was just in the lobby waiting on her. Natalie talking about folks' mamas missing teeth and doing all this deep tone yelling that she always be doing. I really don't know what to think of all this. The next morning, Natalie decides that she wants to have a brunch with a couple of the girls so that they can hash out any pre-existing beef. Scotty says it's on site with Ahna Mac. And at that point, everybody watching is holding their breath. Fingers crossed, Scotty, don't let us down. Next scene, we got these three to talk about the shenanigans from the night before. And these three are cute together. This would be a nice little trio, but Tasiki keeps calling Natalie a meatball. Is that Baltimore slang? They not letting up on Natalie at all. So now we make it to the actual brunch. And of course, not all the girls are there, just some girls with some pre-existing beef. We have Natalie, Scotty, and Mariah there to start. And Scotty looking like she a little spooked because she keep checking behind her back. But I would feel like that too. I'd be checking behind my back as well if I was on this show, because some of these fights be getting set up, and especially if I was Scotty, some of these fights be getting set up by my own best friend. So in comes Vicky and T. T is cute, but her voice is something I'm gonna have to get used to. She kind of reminds me of that Stephanie girl from BGC 16. I'm lit. Vicky decides to pray for everyone, but the church say amen. A saved and well prayed over baddie shot o'clock. Mariah, this is a look. I actually really like this. Then Ahna joins the team. This is who Scotty has been waiting on. Lord, let's knock on wood. Off rip, they fighting. Boom, pop, the sound of my heart goes beep, beep. This was a let me at him type fight. Like a let me at him. Like, no. Scotty, we were really rooting for you.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
You didn't really lose, but you didn't win either. But you twice this girl's size, so that was just an overall L. You know you're not a fighter, but I guess you was just trying to withhold your respect because you said it was on site and she was talking mess about you and you feel like you got something to prove, but that's what I said. That's where you messing up, because you keep feeling like you got something to prove. The only thing you can prove on a show like this is that you can fight, and you cannot. You really just showed us why they call you Scotty with the body and not Scotty with them hands. But anywho, that's the cliffhanger fight for episode 1. And that pretty much wraps it up. Now, I said that there are about 4 girls that I think should not have been casted on this season, and I want to get into that right now. The first girl, of course, is going to be Krishan, because she's pregnant. At some point, we got to move on from this, and if you choose to come back later, that's cool. But like right now, while you're with child, there are so many other projects you could be working on. The second girl, I think, is Camila. And that's because at the time that this show started filming, Camila was like 3 months postpartum. And I just feel like this is just too negative of a show and too negative of an environment for anyone pregnant or still in postpartum. Like, you can still work after you have your baby. You can still do TV. You can still do whatever it is that you want to do. But it's just like not this show. All the things that come with this. And you know how it is because you were on Bad Girls Club. Mix that in with your postpartum. That's just not a good mix. The third person who I feel should not have been casted is Vicky, because she's supposed to be moving on into other avenues of her life. Like, even in the beginning, she said, I'm not a bad girl, I'm not a baddie, I'm a Jesus lover, or whatever she said. So it's like, why are you here? The fourth person, Saya, who I don't know why she's on the show, because she does not fit. I understand her reasoning of being like, oh, a masculine woman on the type of show like this. That would be a good thing, but it's just, we're under the direction of Natalie Nunn. Like, you're setting yourself up, and she ends up leaving. And it's like, girl, you've done literal movies that went to the theaters. I wouldn't be on Baddies. But anyways, that's just what I think. And I will see you guys next week with a new review of a new episode. And of course, I'll have other content coming up, so I'll see you in the next video.